Yo, we back. It's Saturday. We in the Lower East Side. I got a man that been traveling from the south to the north. Tell me your name, bro.
Yo, what's goody? It's Pooh Bizzle from the NYC all the way down to Florida. You already know what's good.
Nah, hell yeah, bro. For the last couple years, I ain't see you, and like you was always out here with like me, myself, and like a lot of the guys that's from New York that skate and stuff. What it's been like for you like these last couple years being out in Florida, back where you not where you started, but like where you was always at, where you grew up skating.
Well, for me, it's always been kind of crazy because like I grew up between like New York and Florida. Like I was born in Brooklyn, then I lived upstate for a bit, then I went to Florida, then I came back to New York. But I really got into skating like in New York. And then when I went to Florida, I met a group out there, niggas like shout out to Boynton Skate Park out in Florida. And yeah, and also shout out to Avalanche Skate Shop in Florida. Mad good peoples out there. But no matter what, this is home. This is where the skate scene is. Where all my homies is at. I love it out here. Period.
Hell yeah. So let's get to it, bro. Let's end this and know where you're actually from. Are you from Florida or New York, bro?
Just like I said, Brooklyn, New York, Kings County Hospital. I'll even say it, Flatlands. I usually say Flatbush, but it's really Flatlands. You already know Utica Ave. Came out in Brooklyn. Then, like I said, I went upstate. Then I went to Florida after that.
No, hell yeah. So, what is your thoughts on like being in New York with the music scene? Because I know you make music. We're gonna get into that, but like, I feel like making music in New York compared to Florida is different, especially for your style.
Yo, that's a big fact on God. Because, like, especially how I grew up, like, I listened to what my brothers was listening to. So my brothers was like Dipset, Fabulous, Biggie, Big L, Tupac, niggas like that. And then when I moved down to Florida, niggas listening to like Rick Ross, Plies, like Waka Flocka. That's how I actually got on
trap, kind of like
OD.
The first drill before
the drill,
like
real trap shit. And like, New York was on that like boom bap, and then it went into like more gangster rap with like 50 and shit like that, and then Dipset. But I mean, for me, it's really been the New York shit. But I can't hold you. When I moved to Florida, that's when I found out about like Outkast. That's when I found out about Gucci. That's when I found out about all them type niggas. And like, yeah, they played a part in my style too. I can't front.
Oh, word. How long you been rapping for?
Shit, like 2013.
Damn.
Like right when I was about to get out of high school, like 2013.
So like, what made you want to get into rap?
Shit. In all honesty, I used to write just like poems and shit. And like that was like my thing to do.
Was it like a school thing? Like, did it start off like your teacher telling you, yo, you gotta write a poem for homework or some dumb shit?
Nah, funny enough, nah. So that's crazy. So in school, like, I was really good at writing and shit. Cause my mom was a journalist.
Yeah.
She used to be a journalist for NBC.
Oh,
so like,
wow.
I think that shit's in my blood, like writing and shit. So because I was good at reading and writing, they used to put me in plays. Like, nigga, I did not want to be in that shit, but they was like, you could read lines and shit. So I did that, and then from there, that's when I started picking up poetry. Cause one of the plays that we did was like some Hamlet shit. And I thought like the way the words and like the metaphors was cool, so I started writing. And then as I got older, my cousin got me into rapping. He had a garage band. So yeah.
And like you're like very different compared to the average rapper, like you really wordplay and like you're more lyrical compared to like the new generation of rappers. Everybody's doing drill or on some like Uzi, X Cardi shit, You're like just sticking to the original roots. Do you feel like being a lyrical rapper doesn't get the amount of attention that it deserves now?
I think it's going back to the lyrics. I think like if you start listening to like certain niggas now who when they first came out, like it was more just a vibe. I think more niggas now is putting like lyrics into it because they realizing like people's getting bored of just a vibe.
Or is it people attention spans? Like they can't focus and be like listen to what they're saying. Like, damn, he just said some shit. Like, I could really relate to that. But people want to hear some dumb thing like, oh, money, girls, drugs. What do you think?
That's a fact. I can't front. And I think that's one of the things that just happened with like social media and shit. It's what niggas is pushing.
Yeah.
But I do think, and that's one of the reasons why I love New York to death, because New York is one of the places where you'll hear niggas still have conversations about bars they heard in the song. Like, yo, run that shit back. You heard what he said? Like, niggas still do that.
Yeah, that
like
super amp for no reason. And it's not even like really the hardest shit they saying. Like,
yeah, but they feel that shit.
Word.
Like, this is still the place where niggas feel that shit. Like, I can't front no
it's
disrespect.
It's trends that they relate to,
Yeah, and no disrespect to Florida at all. I got love for Florida, but it's not like that out there. Like, niggas out there, it's more like a vibe. Like, when they listen to music, they want to hear a vibe. That's why, like, with my music, and I can't front, I like to, like, put little catchy shit in there. Cause I grew up listening to like soul, R&B, like anywhere from the Bee Gees to like Michael Jackson to like artists like that.
Was it like your mom influencing you to hear that type of music?
Both my moms and my pops, I can't front. And they's different because my mom's...
Because no one really just about to listen to the Beatles and all of that.
Not even the Beatles, like the Bee Gees,
the
bro.
Bee Gees,
the
I mean, yeah,
bro.
hell
The
yeah.
Bee Gees, nigga, like Saturday Night Fever and all that, bro. Like, nigga, that shit, I'm telling you right now, like, them shits is classics, bro. Them shits is classic. To be honest with you, all them crazy samples that these drill niggas doing, that's what they getting
from.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
Everybody's taking, like, little songs from, like, a 50 Cent beat and then just mixing it up. It's crazy. It's crazy how easy it is to become a rapper. And I feel like nobody's actually enjoying the craft. Everybody's just trying to make it out. I believe you can't make it out unless you enjoy what you're doing.
Facts.
Like, you can't just be out here pushing something and you just trying to make money, because then there's no love. It's no actual hard work. No actual, like, genuine respect for the culture of the music.
Facts.
The sound, everything, you know? I don't know, bro, because me growing up in the early 2000s, I'm not like an old head or anything. I grew up hearing Lil Wayne, Trick Daddy and all that, you know? So it was like, I remember the drill before the drill.
Facts.
And the drill before the drill was about selling drugs, not using the drugs.
It's different now.
So
it's different now. And that's probably one of the things that's fucking shit up. Because now that these niggas is doing the drugs, that's why the music's so simplistic. Niggas don't have no brain cells to really come up with lyrics like that, nigga. They just going in there. Yeah, they fried. So they go in there, they might mumble some shit, maybe figure out the words from what they mumbling. It sound catchy. They feel a vibe. They might throw in a bar to it, and then they get a song.
God damn.
Like nowadays, I can't hold you. Nowadays, sadly enough, it's the producers that really making these niggas pop.
Yeah.
Oh God. It's just the fact that like the niggas are the face of what they doing. So the producers don't get they shine, but they really be making
off
their
image,
pop.
how they dress, they sound. Because people go off of sound now.
Facts.
So that's really the biggest thing. So like, you got any projects out? Anything because I've heard a couple of your tracks. I know you got like some songs out, but like, do you have any like albums, a track, EP, something?
Right now, so like a few years ago, I did put out like 2 mixtapes. I did both of those just because like as I've grown and gotten better as an artist, I feel like listening to that was like cringy. Like it wasn't terrible, but at least for me, like as you get better and you progress, it's like with skateboarding. Like the shit you recorded like 4 or 5 years ago, nigga, you're not putting that out.
Yeah.
The fuck? You're not putting that shit out.
You better than what you was.
Yeah, you looking at that shit, you like, yo, nah, I could do that shit in my sleep now. Like, nah. So that's how I felt. So like I did all that shit, and now I'm working on a whole new project. It's called the Bizzle Files.
Bizzle Files?
Yeah, Bizzle Files.
Bizzle Files.
Bizzle Files.
That's hard. That's a good name. Hell yeah. So like, you got any features with anybody on Bizzle Files?
As of right now, the only feature that I actually have on it is my boy Amir.
Amir goes crazy. Amir Dennis, AKD.
Make sure y'all look up AKD.
That dude.
Look up AKD.
Oh man, his flow, like everything, like his sound is so different. Like it's refreshing, you know.
Yeah.
Even though he's like in more of a newer type of rapper compared to you, you still got those old roots. His music sounds so refreshing because the beats, the things he's saying. He's not just talking about killing and.
You can relate to what you're talking about.
Yeah,
because he's been around
it's pain.
us. So,
it's like sometimes friendships involved, relationships involved. Like it's amazing, you know.
And one thing I've noticed too, not to cut you off, that whenever me and Amir work together, I notice like I bring out a good thing in him. Like the bars you hear when he's with me are different from the bars. Than him. But that's what I like though. Anytime I record with somebody, that's why I pick and choose who I record with. I don't want to record with somebody who's gonna come and give me some mid shit. Like when you come, my nigga, like you gonna bring the fire. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want no shit where it's like, damn son, like you could have went harder than that. Like don't let me body you on this, bro. Like let's go back and forth. You know what I'm saying?
I seen you did a show in Florida. I don't know the name of the skate park. Like if you could.
Oh, Betty. I think it's called Betty Sterling Skate Park. It's in Davie, Florida, which is like South Florida, like going like Fort Lauderdale, close to Miami.
Yeah. Like
down there. And yeah, that shit was lit. I can't front. I did a little tour with them. Like they had they had like 4 or 5 different cities where they was doing skate competitions, and then like every time they had like an intermission, I performed for like 20-30 minutes in an intermission.
What would you be doing if you wasn't rapping? Cause I know you skate, but what would you be doing besides skating? Like would you not be rapping?
If I wasn't skating or rapping, keep it a buck. A lot of niggas don't know this unless they've been around me since I was a youth. Yeah. But like I used to play soccer, and I was like dumb nice.
What?
So like in all honesty, I probably would have like kept doing it in high school, got a scholarship.
Been in the next FIFA game.
I would have been the next Salah.
God
or like
damn.
Mbappe.
Was you on like a team?
Yeah. Yeah, I was. I played for a states team for like 3-4 years.
God.
And
damn.
crazy enough too, my freshman year of high school, I tried out for the varsity team. I went to only one tryout, made the varsity team,
Yeah.
and then quit the varsity team.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why'd you quit though? You
'Cause,
felt like you wasn't good enough?
Nah, not even that. It was cutting into skating. Like at that time, like that's when I really started getting into skating, like 15, 16. When I really started getting to really want to do it. And like practice was dead ass Monday through Saturday. Even sometimes on Sunday.
You
So,
don't
like-
think you could have just made time, you could have split it up?
Hell no, bro. Our coach used to run us like slaves, my nigga.
Well, he was like fiending just to like
Yeah,
win a championship.
nigga, because the school that I went to, like they was on top. So like everybody on there was like prestige. So
Yeah.
like he just wanted to make sure we was in shape for every game. So like nigga, I'm talking about like warm up was like 20, 30 suicides.
Oh my God.
And if you throwing up, you throw up and do more suicides.
Oh my God.
So like yeah, nah, like trying to go skate after that nigga, your legs is burnt
Yeah, that's
out.
harsh.
Like hell no.
So let's
nah.
get in a little bit about your skating, bro. How long you been skating for?
Somewhere in the ballpark of like 9 to 10 years.
All right, so you around the time, how old was you when you first started?
When I first really started getting to skating, I was like 12, 13.
12, 13. All right, not bad. Did your mom, like parents, approve of that? Because a lot of parents wouldn't want their kids skating. They'll just be on some stay to school, get your work done, you know.
Well, like it was kind of hard for my parents to not let me skate because I was always outside. I was never an inside kid.
Yeah.
Like when I was younger, I used to play video games, but like as I got older, I started realizing like, damn, like I'm wasting my time just sitting inside playing this video game. Like I'm not the type of nigga who's nice to get paid from doing this. So I'm wasting my time. Go outside and go do something. So like when I really started skating like that, like I mean, look where we at now. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like when you skate, you everywhere. You
Yeah.
outside. I like being outside. I like being able to do different things.
Travel, you
Yeah.
see different people,
Exactly.
different cultures. It's a lot that comes with being a skateboarder. Not
Yeah.
just it's really more than meets the eye, you know. Like
And I can't front, like, I wouldn't say my parents were, like, supportive. Like, I'm not going to hold you. Not even trying to sound fuck nothing like that. But it wasn't nothing like them white kids out in California.
Yeah.
Where their parents be taking them to the contests and, you know, buying them their boards and shit. Like, nigga, I
That's
used to do
spoiled
that.
shit.
I used to do that shit where, my moms would give me lunch money, right?
Mhm.
So, like, what I would do was, like, I would pocket some of it and spend a little bit and just let that build up till I had enough for a board and I'd spend that shit.
oh wow,
Or,
all right.
or like whenever I come back to New York, like I'd get a little hustle out here, make some money and go buy a board. But outside of that, yeah,
No,
bro,
I
like
felt that.
they wasn't buying me wouldn't none, but they was cool with me doing it.
What was the skate scene back then when you was growing up in Florida?
The skate scene in Florida, I can't front. The skate scene in Florida is valid. A lot of the niggas that I know are popping now, like niggas like Matt Finley, he's
Yeah.
out in San Francisco. Jamie, Zion,
Yeah, shout out all those dudes.
Nikolai, all them niggas, bro. Sean, like yeah, you already know Sean going hard
It's so
right now.
many dudes.
OD.
It's too many to even name because Florida is just like
Shit,
oozing talent right now.
Christian Henry.
Yeah, our
Yo,
boy, word.
But I mean, like, he kind of like me, though. I mean, he from Jersey originally.
Yeah.
So, like, but, like, he hold it down for Florida. But, like, I'm just saying, like, bro, everybody from Florida and even New York, like, niggas, like, that I grew up with, niggas is popping. Like, I've had my opportunities, too. Like, for a while, it's Flow for Falling. And then I still ride for a skate shop. I get hooked up from different people. But, yeah, you know, like, it's just cool to see everybody progressing in the crowd.
No, word. So, like, I know, bro, we gonna get into this part. I know you was part of a skate group called Gangcorp. I was as well, you know.
Yeah, boys.
So, like, tell us how that was, bro.
So,
Your personal experience.
So, for niggas if they don't know, and you know, Gang Corp originally started at Corey's crib in Jersey City. That's
Nah,
how
for sure.
Corp started. It was like me, you, Christian, Greg, like Corey. Trying to think, bro. It was Stevie, Jip.
You gotta mention Fabe.
Of course, Fave.
Fabian. It's
Fave.
too many heads, bro. It's a lot of heads.
Naquan, Pedro, like, bro, it
Malik,
was
everyone.
Malik, bro. There's so many
Day-Day,
people.
it's
Day-Day,
too many
Brandon.
people.
It's a lot of people, but like,
Yeah.
it all started from there. And honestly, if you remember, it started as a joke.
Yeah.
It's crazy enough. Like, we all had our group chat, and I don't know if it was Steph or Duron or someone like that that put the name as Gang Corp. And then we started jacking that shit.
I don't really remember who, but I know Fabian played a big part. That's all I know.
Big part, yeah. Fabian, yo,
Like,
shouts out to Fabe.
I think he
Played
like
a big part.
created the shit, honestly.
Type shit.
So
I mean,
I gotta give him some of that because that's what I hear a lot. Even though I was part of it and I should know, but it's like, you know how like everything goes. But like, what was it your experience like when it first began, bro? Like, was it hectic? Was it fun to you?
I mean, it all started out as fun.
Because I know coming back from Florida to New York to skate with a bunch like 30 dudes, it was definitely different when you're in the park Boynton or some shit skating with like 2-3 dudes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But see, the difference with that was that's what made it more fun. I mean, when you on Boynton, yeah, it's cool to skate with the homies, but you confined to the skate park. When I came back to New York and started skating with the gang and all the homies and shit like that, there's no end to it.
Yeah.
You got
It's
this
all
whole
night.
thing. This is your canvas right here. You know what I'm saying? The skateboards are paintbrushes. The street is our canvas.
Nah,
so I mean,
word.
when we out here, bro, we painting the city.
Nah, for sure. He's definitely paying the city for
OD.
sure, bro. Like, you got any memorable moments with Gangcorp?
Damn, nigga, there's a lot. I'll say this. One of the memorable shit, there's a lot, but one of them for sure was back in Jersey City, and I remember we had a big ass July 4th party. I think this was like
I don't even think I made it for that.
no, I don't think you made it for that one, but I remember it was like what 2018, 2017.
Yeah.
And yo, son, I remember not trying to incriminate nobody, so I'm not gonna say no names, but we went to Walmart and it was dumb packed, right? Dumb packed. Like it was mad niggas in there. It was July 4th.
Oh,
Everyone
man.
getting their last minute shit. And we was in there, and bro, we had the cart packed up, like my nigga, to the top, bro. Like to the top. And we see all the lines. We was like, oh, hell no, bro. I'm not waiting for that shit. So one of the homies like, yo, bro, we out. Like, there's no one about to go.
Run
Like,
down.
yeah, and we out. So, nigga, we pushed that shit out there. We brought that back to the crib. Niggas was like, yo, how much you pay for it? Niggas, the $3.99.
Nah.
Bro, everybody ate good that day, bro. Leftovers and everything, bro. That shit was lit.
It's crazy because shit like that you can't even get away with now. Like,
Oh,
I
hell
feel like
no.
2020 made the
Hell
whole
no.
city strict.
OD.
Police is just on it. Was like, do you feel like being in the city now is more safer compared to back then?
That's actually a hard question. I mean, that's based off
Because
of like
if
where
y'all was able to rack that much shit at the time, imagine now you getting caught up.
it depends where you at though. It really do. I mean, of course, the city more patrol because you know there's more tourists here and
But
shit like that.
the mayor had police patrol trains, everything. So it's definitely hot everywhere, even in the
It's-
parts that you think it's not.
It's definitely gotten harder to like maneuver like that for sure. But I mean, like I said, it really depends on where you at. Like, and also too, you gotta know where you at.
Nah,
you gotta
for
know
sure.
how to act correct and where you at and type shit. Like, you're not gonna go fucking 57th Street and go do some stupid shit in the
hell
store.
yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Nah,
you're
yeah,
not
you
doing that.
definitely got your head on your shoulders, bro, for sure. Like, cause a lot of people they'll just be like, "Fuck that, I'm still doing that." Like,
Nah, how?
you as a person though, bro, you use your brains. You feel me? And I've watched you go from your music to your skating, and it's like, I always be wanting to just say, bro, who do you think you are as a person?
Damn, that's actually that's a deep question. Who am I as a person? I think at the end of the day, I'm someone who was put on this earth to bring joy, entertainment, to help people connect. I feel like that's something I've always done in my life, like especially being from two different places, being from New York, living in Florida. I've helped connect people. Like I've had homies from Florida come out here, I've introduced them, and then like they become fam. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
hell
Like
yeah.
so, I feel like for me, I was brought here for a purpose to bring people together, and I think I do that through my music. I feel like I do that through my skating. I feel like I just do that as me as a person.
No, for sure.
So,
You think from like when you're a kid to like at least 19, 20, do you think you start to find your purpose in life right away? Or is it like you start to find who you are right away around
Nah.
those ages? Not yet, right?
I feel like your whole entire life you be figuring out who you are.
Yeah, because you might think you know who you are, and later down the line you'll be 30, 40, and you're still learning who you are because it's so much to learn. It's like endless almost.
I feel like even until the day you die, like you dead ass trying to figure out exactly who you are. I mean, you got a good idea what kind of person you are, but figuring out like who you are solid, man, you change every. You
And
know,
that goes for music, skateboarding. You could, the way your style is right now, 10 years from now, it won't be that. It
Exactly.
might not be that. It might be the same kind of music style where you're like rapping lyrical, but like your flow could change,
The
beats
beats could
change.
yeah.
A lot of things, the words you say, you could be
Exactly.
using more bigger words.
Exactly.
You're skating. You could be doing kickflip crook. Next thing you know, you're doing switch kickflip crook.
Oh, I'm skating transition, do crook pop.
Yeah, you're not even skating rails or ledges no more. Now you're just
Yeah.
skating transition. But like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, you definitely progressed at a lot of shit that I've seen you do, bro. And I'm proud to see that, bro.
Thank
And
you.
I'm glad to see you out here. How long it's been since you've been out here?
I've been back for like a little over a month now.
A month? Nah,
Yeah,
word.
back over a month. It's been nice, bro. Honestly, I miss being back home. Like, this will forever be home. I mean, there's times where like
Anything you don't like that changed in the city so far since you've been back?
I will say this. One of the things I don't like that has changed is the fact that, like, LES is not what it used to be.
Yeah, it's not as
LES is not. I'm sorry to say to anybody out there who always be seeing LES on Instagram and they see the park packed out, mad niggas. It used to be like that.
Yeah.
Now it's like maybe an event it might be like that. I miss that.
Where it's like a lot of new dudes taking over.
Yeah.
Not even taking over, it's just like new skaters coming up.
Yeah. Which is cool.
That's like a law of life, you know, things gotta change.
That's the process of evolution. Everything changes, everything grows. So I mean, you know, it is what it is, but I can't front like what we was doing at LES and the shit that we was
wildin', we was
wildin', we was having fun, we was getting
fights going down,
nigga.
City in the park beating niggas up, all types of racking going on. Oh man, it was
niggas
we
don't
would
even
shred,
understand.
Look for the party.
OD,
it
right
was
after.
Clips party. Where the function.
Facts.
The shit was wild, bro. It was like really a free fall. Now it's like everybody's for themselves, everybody's doing their own thing, and there's nothing wrong with that because everybody's doing what they gotta do.
Niggas
And that's
is
all
maturing,
that matters.
niggas getting older, that's life.
Nah, for
you know
sure.
What I'm saying?
You gotta like move on. You can't be stuck, bro. Like you gonna get left.
Niggas can never forget where they come from, and niggas can never forget their mans. Even as you mature, cause like I mean I understand people grow apart. You know, some people have different goals and shit like that. Yeah. But like in life, you should never forget where you come from and never forget your mans and them. Like that ass.
Nah, where you can't forget your brothers.
Never that.
It's crazy because like a lot of people do that, you know.
Yeah, niggas get Hollywood.
And it's not like nothing wrong. Like you gotta let that shit go because that shit could bother you. But I believe if you really care about your team, bro, you don't. I always say this, bro. The realest thing you could do is if you can't help your mans get on, give him a way to make some money for himself. Put him on a job. Put him on to some kind of plan. And with that being said, bro, I've seen you do it. I've seen you work with all your mans, me, especially. I'm even glad to even have you on this interview, bro.
I'm glad to be here.
I didn't even think you was coming anytime soon, bro. Like, honestly.
Yeah, I had to come back home, bro. I've been gone for too long, honestly. Gone for too long.
You missed this toxic ass air. Bro, you lucky you wasn't out here the other month. There was a bunch of smoke from a fire in Canada. I don't know, bro.
I literally got here like 2-3 days after that, bro. Like I literally just got here right after that. That ass.
Dude, I'm like in Staten Island, and the smoke is like choking me. I'm telling my mom don't smoke. I'm telling everybody I know, yo, bro, don't smoke today. Like you gonna be basically smoking.
Niggas gonna die.
Yeah, you smoking actual fire smoke. Like, bro, you about to die. You gonna get some shit.
Yo, you know what's wild about that shit, bro? How in the fuck does that much smoke from Canada? Like, bro, what? Did you ever see the pictures of that forest that burned down? Like, nigga, I ain't heard shit after that, bro. All I heard was all the fire that fucked up the Northeast, and then that was it.
They said it was like a huge fire. I don't remember seeing any photos of it or video. I wasn't really paying attention.
Though? Like, isn't that like the environment getting fucked up? I ain't hear nothing about that shit afterwards. All I heard was about the smoke. You ain't talking nothing about what happened.
And you know what's crazy? It's like it happened, it's done, and no one's even talking about it.
Exactly.
Now. Like, it's scary.
That's what I'm saying. That's the problem.
It's like it's so crazy how people just like lose focus on things that like just happened that was odd, and it's like, all right, let's go back to normal lives. Like what?
Nah, nigga,
there was just a fire.
Yeah.
Basically near Albany happening, and it traveled all the way down here. And in Jersey, it's like how?
Not even that, but like nigga, like. What? How'd that even start? Do you know how it started?
I don't.
I don't think no one knows. I mean, they probably said it. I ain't hear it.
Government probably could have did that. Like,
OD,
started a fire.
Like the chemtrails and shit.
Because these last 3 years, bro, it's all been about respiratory issues. From the fucking smoking the vapes, to the cigarette shit, to COVID. It's just too much respiratory things going on. So that's probably another plan to injure people. What they said on the news, people 60 and up or whatever that's old, they're most likely to, get affected by it. And it shows you right there, respiratory, like, they're just trying to attack
But you gotta think of it this way, bro. And not even to get too deep into this, right? But y'all gotta remember, how do the medical companies make their money? They need sick people.
Yeah, they need us. They live off our sickness.
Bro, shit is in place for a reason. Why you think when you go to the hood, all you see is Popeyes, KFC, Wendy's, McDonald's, Burger King? They want niggas to be sick. So they got niggas in the hospital, so they make sure they make a paycheck. The only niggas that's being healthy is the niggas with money. Unless you got a garden in your backyard with apple trees and tomatoes and shit.
Nah, word, bro. You better get something out. Get a ginkgo boba leaf. Something special.
Yeah.
Get some special herbs, bro. Like, you be alright. I ain't gonna lie. Drink a lot of water. Stay hydrated.
Of course, yeah.
Get
Drink
cardio.
a lot of water.
Get your
For real.
cardio. You be straight, bro. But nah,
Cardio's
bro.
important.
With that being said, bro, we gonna run back out of here. I hope to get to see you on this again, bro.
Of course.
We gonna get back to you when your progression get up.
Yo,
I'm glad to
you
see you.
No.
Before we get out of here, bro, I want to know your socials. Let them know your socials. Matter of fact,
All right, say no more. So if y'all want to follow me, which y'all should, at Catch Me Kick Pushing. That's Catch Me one word _ Kick Pushing. No G at the end.
pushing.
Kick Pushing. Catch Me Kick Pushing. Also, y'all can find me on SoundCloud at Pooh Bizzle. Y'all can find me on, I'm trying to think what else I got. SoundCloud, Instagram. I'm about to drop my songs on iTunes. Once that happens,
Tune in.
exactly, y'all got to tune in. I already got a bunch of shit on YouTube. Look at Pooh Bizzle on YouTube. I got a few music videos on there. Make sure y'all tune in. Support. Thank y'all for supporting me already. I love y'all. Let me get a few shout outs real quick.
Oh, yeah, do your thing, G.
Shout out to everybody from LES, all my brothers, everybody originally from Gangcorp, even though we now all with that and whatever the case may be. Them all my brothers for life. Word too. And then on top of that too, shout out to my girl. I love you, baby. Shouts out to Mom Duke. Shouts out to Pops. Shouts out to all my brothers, all three of them. Love them to death. And shouts out to all the homies in Florida. Love y'all too.